Commercial loans are called non-performing when the borrower is 90 days past due. Okay? When do you think a loan loss should impact the lending bank's financial statements? At the time of this 90-day mark? When the borrower misses a payment? When there are negative indicators? Or at the very outset when the loan is originated? Well, banks used to deal with such problems practically as they arose, which meant banks' financial performance looked wonderful in good times and dreadful in bad times. As the global financial crisis taught us, this is not a great idea. It led to excessive lending in booms and credit crunch in downturns. If this were a technical conversation, I'd have to use the term procyclicality to describe this phenomenon. The background is fine, but what was the policy response? So we've changed the rules. So we prepare banks for the worst, or at least worse, from a financial reporting perspective. For the informed audience, we're talking about IFRS 9 here. Anyway, this meant that even for well-performing borrowers, banks would need to show a burden on their capital and lower profitability. So in practical terms, the new regime ensured that people, or banks, fix their roofs when it's not raining. Well, fixing roofs is more convenient on a sunny day, but it is never free. We made lending safer, but also less attractive for banks. Banks are fairly savvy. What have they done in response? The core finding of my research is that banks have shied away from lending in general and lent less and on tighter terms to small businesses in particular. Which brings us to the high-level takeaway and impact. Change comes at a cost. We want to make banks safer and more transparent, and that's great. But we should be mindful of unintended consequences, especially if we aim to strike a better balance between financial stability and economic prosperity.